Hello everyone, it's me Vanessa Sarfo and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with another makeup tutorial. It's this pink glam Kylie Jenner inspired makeup look. So let's just get started. I'm gonna get closer. I'm just creaming my eyebrows a little bit. Kylie Jenner's eyebrows look very natural. You can see all the hairs in her eyebrows. I'm gonna stray away from the 3D brow look. And as my brows are really thick and ungroomed, I'm just going to extend the tail. I'm just growing out my eyebrows before I get them threaded so they look thick and full, but I'm just going to extend the tail and just add the pencil to any sparse areas. So then I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Toast and take that underneath the brow. This highlights my eyebrows and also cancels out some of those loose hairs underneath. I'm just blending that and taking a brush to blend that out. I then take my Be Even skin tone corrector and apply that on my face, and this is what I use as a base to my face, and I just let this sit into my skin, sink into my skin whilst I do my eyes. I then take the Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer and apply that all over my eyes. I love this eye primer. I put quite a bit of it on and just blend it out with an eyeshadow brush. So I'm blending it and taking it up towards the eyebrow bone. Just blending it. I definitely recommend this primer. Then just taking an eyeshadow brush which had some sort of orange red residual that I had used on another look. I'm just going to blend the orange that was on the brush with the Gellar Express Yourself Trio, the darkest shade, and take that into my crease. So those two shades are just going to sort of create the base to my crease. And then going to add more to the transition shade by grabbing an orange from my eBay palette and just adding it onto there. Blend it out. I'm then going to take the lighter shade from my Gellar Espresso Yourself palette and just going to add that onto the brow bone to highlight my eyebrows. I then grab my contour kit by Sleek in Dark and just take that on some of that contour and put it into the crease. Then using the Hot Mama blush from TheBalm, which I love, I'm going to put that onto my lid as a base. I think it's a perfect base for this look. Evens out the eyelid and gives it a bit of a tint ready for all the shimmers to go on top of. I'm just patting that all in. Ready for the Redemption Iconic palette. So I'm going to put the gold shade, the middle gold shade, in the center of my eyes, just using my finger from the Redemption Iconic palette from Makeup Revolution. And I use my finger just because I feel like I can put a lot more of the product onto my eyes, and yeah, just patting it on and rubbing it a bit into the crease, and then I'm going to blend it out into my crease. Keep moving it. So I then take that shade that was right next to it, and with a brush I'm going to pat that in the center of my eye. Kylie Jenner's eye has a range of shades on it, and that's what I'm trying to create. Just patting that into the center. I used a brush for this one just because I want it to right in the center. Then taking a lighter, more muted shade of that, well, I've just put in the center of my eyes, I'm going to take that into the inner corner of my eyes and then dragging it a little bit in onto the lid, just so that they all go in a lot well. They're just blending a lot better that way. After that, I'm going to grab the Lorac Pro Palette 2 and taking the shade Rosé even, I'm going to pat that on the outer corner of my lid. I pointed at Mocha, but it's actually Rosé that I used. I'm just adding that on the outer corner. Taking my MAC Studio Fix foundation in NW48, I'm going to use that. Kylie Jenner's face is incredibly matte in this look, and so I'm going to use this foundation because my skin is dry. Even though my skin is dry, this does not dry out or cling to my dry skin, but it gives me a really nice matte finish. And then just going to blend it all in and buff it in with my Coastal Scents brush. Let it sink into the face a little bit more, look a bit more airbrushed. I'm then going to take the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Chestnut and take that underneath the eye. Kylie Jenner's eyes are really highlighted in this look, so I could have actually gone for a lighter shade, but this is my favourite concealer, so I decided to go for this one. I'm then going to take a pointed brush and just blend that all out. I'm dabbing it very lightly, and I took some on the sides of the nose as well, which helps when it comes to contouring. So just take it all underneath, right up to my bottom lash line. And then after I've patted that in, I'm going to grab the buffering brush just around the edges to make it look a lot more seamless. You don't want to see a bright line of where the edge of your highlighter is, so you just want to blend it in, make it look a lot more natural, or a lot more seamless even. I'm going to continue that same step, and once I'm done with that, I'm just going to grab some of my powder on the same brush, just some pressed powder, and going to powder areas where my skin tends to get oily. However, my skin's really dry, so I don't use a lot. And then taking my Sparkling Cider blush from Mary Kay, which is my favourite blush of all time, and I'm going to put that onto the apples of my cheek and then dragging it up. She had quite a lot of blush on, or a noticeable amount, so I'm going to put a bit of that on. And then I'm going to highlight after this step with the Sleek Dark Contour Kit, putting some on my forehead, and then I also put some on my cheekbones, my nose, and under my lip. So I'm just blending it out onto the cheekbones. I put some underneath my lip because that's what Kylie Jenner does to make her lips look a lot more plump. I don't need that because my lips are naturally plump, but that's just a tip for you guys at home if you want to make your lips look a bit more plump. So I'm taking that highlight shade from that kit and then putting it onto the highest point of my cheekbone. I didn't put too much highlight on, but just enough to give my face a bit of a glow. Putting it on the cupid's bow and on the bridge of the nose. Then taking the darkest shade from the Redemption palette, I'm going to take that underneath my lower lash line. Kylie Jenner has a range of shades on her eyes, but you can see there's a bit of a tint of a purple on her bottom lash line. So I got some of that purple and blended it in with some of the gold that I had on my lid, just to sort of achieve that look. And going back in with that shade that I put into the inner corner of my eyes, I'm going to add a bit more just to highlight it because it was washed out with the concealer. Just applying a bit more, and then grabbing my mascara, which is Maybelline one. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm just putting a little of that just to separate my lashes. My lashes are quite short, but yeah, I'm just doing this to separate them, and then I'm doing the bottom lash line also, because I'm just going to put falsies on. I'm using my red cherry eyelashes and I'm just putting those on. I don't actually show how I do them, but if you do want to see a video, I have really quick and easy tips to doing eyelashes. After I've got that in place, I'm going to line my lips with my sleek brown lip liner. I've gone for more of a nude lip. You can go with the pink that Kylie Jenner has, and I add some pink in the center. So instead of adding the brown liner, you can just take all of that pink that I've used from the MUA lipstick that I used and just put that all over the lips. But I decided just to add a little bit of that in the center. So I'm going to just blend that out until I'm happy with that look. So here's the finished look. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!